Hey folks, I decided to do a Chicago tune. They were really big in the early 70s when I was a kid. And one of the tunes I really latched onto was Wishing You Were Here. It has this really just dense atmosphere and mood. And fast forward to the 90s, uh, I latched onto Mike Keneally, who's just a deep and brilliant and intense musician, and bought many of his albums. I really like his work. And he's got this tune off of his second album, Boil That Dust Back, called The Desired Effect. And it kind of goes like this, not something I play, but... Anyway, that's like a little flavor of that tune. But to play that tune, it's drop D and the B string is up a half step to C. So you have this tuning, and I was messing around with it, never really learned it all the way through. But that tuning seemed really conducive to Wishing You Were Here. I'm just going to take it in parts, not even play the whole thing through. So the beginning has that descending line, and it's great in this tuning. You just literally hold your finger on the first three strings, 5th fret. Chord looks like an A minor, but it's actually on the first three strings. Then I'm going to play what looks like a B flat minor to a C minor, but they're both really major because of the tuning. Then we're going to go to what looks exactly like an A minor, but it's an A major. This was 7557, the low strings I'm not playing. And I'm just doing a double stop slide there. It's the 2nd and 3rd string, 5th fret and 7th fret. Up a whole step. This chord is XX5775. Now I'm going to go to what looks like a C7, and I'm kind of using the side of my finger to get that F up there. Looks like an A minor, but the first three strings. Just slid it up a whole step and then played the first three strings on the 5th fret. And then the sort of the next section goes back to that, what looks again like a B flat minor. They're really majors. This looks like a D sus2, X5775, but it's really a D minor. Sorry. I'm gonna make the same mistake twice. Anyway, that's all the parts of it. But it's just cool how that tuning just seems to work really well for that piece as a sort of a chord melody version of that Chicago tune. I mean, it's hard to mimic what they're doing on solo guitar because it was so rich, all the harmonies, the horns, the everything else. But I thought it was worth a try anyway. So I hope people try that. It's kind of an interesting tuning, and you might end up finding something else that works using that tuning, some interesting chord voicings. And that's something I need to do in the future is just some of the unique things that you can do in alternate tuning, especially ones that are even more, this is just two strings, but people like Michael Hedges, of course, went crazy, had all kinds of just really neat tunings. Rain Song by Led Zeppelin has a really cool tuning, and just finding just little harmonies and chord shapes that work well in those tunings can just be a blast. It's really fun. Anyway, thanks for watching again, and thanks for all the support.